Okay, so happy equinox. I wanted to do this video at this very poignant point in the zodiac of Aries the Ram to get you into the game, to understand the wavelength. What these signs are is the vibe, the sound that's in the air. And so I want to set the scene for you to give you the sustenance and make this perfect, and then I'll go through the stages of archetype of what is the Aries moon at this very poignant place. So we can make this really profound here. Okay, so in the show SpongeBob, Squidward, he wants to have a show on public television, and he has the camera on, and everybody sees he's on TV. And everybody comes over. He has this brilliant plan for this show that he wants to have. And everybody comes over and sort of puts their own spin on it, own ruin, and they just yada, yada, yada. I understand why Squidward sees that tunnel vision, and then there's chaos on the outside. So there's 30 degrees to the Aries sign, the Aries archetype, the Ram, and how to really get in the game in life. Okay, so, and then each of these are archetypal explanations between the stages of the wavelength, and you can actually find out where you are on the degree line. So entering Aries at the end of Pisces is when you're just Squidward, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, can I make sense of anything in this crazy world? And then along comes 1 degree Aries. A woman has risen out of the ocean. A seal is embracing her. So this is 1 degree Aries at the very first point in the zodiac. And what this woman is she's rising. So we're talking about a wavelength here. Now the first time you rise, and this is what Freud explained between the kids loving their mother and their father. The first woman that's going to rise out of the ocean will be your mother or your father or somebody who you knew when you were younger. And so you're going to resonate right along their wavelength with your Venus affections and your Neptunian projections. Okay, so big words. So then it's going to be like your lover coming out of someone who just gets you to rise in elevation and ascension. And so you really switch back and forth between wavelengths. So this woman, she's beautiful. She rises up out of the ocean, and suddenly everything in the world has changed. So now step number 2, Aries number 2, is a comedian entertaining the group. And why the comedian's entertaining the group is because now he's at a place where he's really in the zone. And so laughter and upper vibrations and love and heat and excitement and joy and all those words of ascension are now happening. In fact, every word that somebody says, what they volunteer when Jesus says, do you know, woman, that it is not yet my time? All the words that you say is you're standing up for someone or something. So now you're spinning this matrix. You met this person now, and now you're entertaining the group. So step number 3 is a cameo profile of a man in the outline of his country. And what this is like a list of all your lovers, from mother to father to sister to brother to people who you're attracted to more and more resonate with who you are. So you look around, this is the snapshot. You see what people are wearing, what presentation they're coming to you, at what cadence, me doing this right at 0 Aries. So now you see everything in the surrounding outline. Now this woman, she's bringing a seal is embracing her. So you're going to be getting a whole lot of cool vibrational stuff that's on this wavelength now, actually rising now that the outline of your country is now mimicking a new initiation point, because Aries is about initiation. Okay, so now step number 4, Aries, is 2 lovers strolling through a secluded walk. The key word here is through. And what through does is it is this tunnel vision towards how you see life. I think of Billy Joel, oh, whoa, 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 for the longest time. Once I thought my innocence was gone, now I know that happiness goes on. Is that these two lovers are strolling through each other's matrix, getting all the jagged lines of how people think and the profile of their country in that moment, and you have a through kind of experience. Now here's a powerful 5 degrees of the 30 is a triangle with wings. So what the triangle is the pivot point between where you are and where someone else is, or what you're focused on, and the actual balance point where the two become one. And you can even make a heart out of it. So the triangle with wings now has elevation to fly. This is when you get in the game. I mean, when you're low and you're outside in the darkness, outside, and you wake up in the morning, now you have a triangle with wings, and things are going to resonate. The whole day is going to resonate to this, the tune of what elevation of thoughts you're using in your software. So for Aries, a square, 6 Aries, brightly lighted on one side. Now the new point is whatever your focus is in relationship to that triangle. So it's going to be a little bit contrasting. Another word for Aries. It's going to be some duality. But you're going to see this new point, because it's brightly lighted on one side, is you're actually, like magic, giving it a raise in vibrational elevation. And so you have new stuff to play with. Now, a man can successfully expressing himself in 2 realms at once now is 7 degrees Aries. And this is where you can really resonate and make a connection with somebody, because we really are out there on our own paths. And then when we can connect with somebody and create a vibrational matrix right there in the middle of the Squidward world, then it's something very powerful and enlightening. So now, not only have you connected one world, but you can connected two become one. Now, 8 degrees Aries is a woman's hat with streamers blown by the east wind, and you watch people, their head bound towards their trust. They stick up for what they believe in. They stick up for who their friends are. They stick up for what is love and light and appreciation and all those amazing and wonderful words. So then it is the crystal gazer. Now you can look at anything in the world, and you can take a dictionary, and certain words will start to rise, and you'll start to use that software a lot more. As what you're doing is you're developing a whole software when you're here in the Aries game. Now the 10th one is 1/3 of the way through, which is where I'll stop this video, and that's a teacher gives new symbolic form to traditional images. And that is when you see that it is a symbolic world. Everything that we put meaning to is based off of what we were introduced to by our certain trusts, and you can see what each person was playing with when they play with the magic, when they ram ahead and forge and pioneer something creative between people who they've tangled with and bumped shoulders with in their life. So I will make 2 more videos.